Zyx'ara had been living with her human roommate Jake for 3 months, and she was convinced he was dying every single night. "Jake!" she whispered urgently, poking his shoulder with one of her crystalline appendages. "Jake, your vital signs are dropping again." Jake groaned and rolled over, pulling his pillow over his head. "Zyx, it's 2 a.m. I'm sleeping." "Yes, this sleeping phenomenon," Zyx'ara said, her bioluminescent patches flickering with concern. "I've been monitoring you, and I must report this to the Galactic Health Authority. Every night you enter a death-like state for 8 hours. Your brain activity becomes erratic, your body temperature drops, and you become completely unresponsive to external stimuli." From under his pillow, Jake mumbled, That's literally what sleep is supposed to do." Zyx'ara's 3 eyes widened in horror. "Supposed to?" "Jake, on my homeworld of Crystalis Prime, we have a continuous consciousness cycle. We never become unconscious. The idea of voluntarily entering a state resembling death is—" She paused, searching for the right words. "Absolutely terrifying." This had been going on for weeks. Every night, Zyx'ara would stand vigil by Jake's bed, convinced her human friend was experiencing some sort of medical emergency. She'd take detailed readings with her bioscanners, document his symptoms, and prepare emergency stimulants in case he didn't recover by morning. "Look," Jake said, sitting up and turning on the bedside lamp. His hair was sticking up at odd angles, and his eyes were bleary. "Sleep is how humans recharge. Our brains need downtime to process information, consolidate memories, and repair cellular damage. It's perfectly normal." "But you're completely vulnerable," Zyx'ara exclaimed, her crystalline body shifting colors with agitation. "For 8 hours, you cannot detect threats, respond to dangers, or even maintain basic awareness of your surroundings. How did your species survive evolution with such a massive survival flaw?" Jake rubbed his eyes. We usually sleep in safe places, and we developed communities where some people could stay awake while others slept." "But what about the dreams?" Zyx'ara pressed on. "I've observed your REM cycles. Your eyes move rapidly, your breathing becomes irregular, and sometimes you make sounds or move your limbs. Are you fighting invisible enemies? Experiencing prophetic visions? Dreams are just random brain activity while we process stuff," Jake explained. "Sometimes they're weird stories our brain makes up. Sometimes they're memories being sorted. Last night I dreamed I was being chased by a giant pizza." Zyx'ara's light patterns shifted to deep purple, the color of profound confusion. "Your brain creates false realities while you're unconscious." "Yeah, pretty much. And you do this voluntarily? Every single night." "We have to. If we don't sleep, we start hallucinating, our immune system shuts down, and eventually we die." Zyx'ara was quiet for a long moment, processing this information. "So you must enter a death-like state to avoid actual death. When you put it that way, it does sound pretty messed up," Jake admitted. "Jake," Zyx'ara said solemnly, "I am updating my report to the Galactic Council. Humans are far braver than we initially assessed. Every night, you willingly enter a vulnerable state that would terrify most sentient species, trusting that you'll emerge alive in the morning." Jake blinked. I never thought of it that way. Your species has weaponized unconsciousness into a survival mechanism," Zyx'ara continued, her voice filled with awe. "No wonder humans are considered so unpredictable. You've literally trained your brains to shut down and reboot daily." Jake lay back down, pulling his covers up. "Well, when you explain it like that, sleep does sound pretty badass." "Jake." "Yeah. I'll continue monitoring your vital signs, just in case." "Thanks, Zyx. You're a good friend." As Jake drifted off to sleep, Zyx'ara settled into her observation post, still amazed that humans had somehow turned their greatest vulnerability into their greatest strength. The galaxy, she reflected, would never fully understand humans.